Hello, welcome to the hobby world of Dr. Mike. One of my hobbies is pinball machines. This particular pinball machine is an extremely fun game to play. One problem though is that I have to constantly go in and retune the contacts on this machine. It will work properly for about 2 weeks, then something goes wrong and I need to go in and adjust contacts again. I'd like to make this pinball machine a lot more reliable. So one of the things I thought I would do is replace the main logic board that's in the base cabinet of this machine with microprocessor based logic. I want to keep the look, the feel, and the sound of this pinball machine the same, but again, make it more reliable. We'll take the playfield off to access the logic board. There are a bunch of connectors that go from the playfield to the logic board. You need to undo those. These connectors go to the logic board. This one connection goes to the head. Go ahead and take this off and put it to the side. We'll have to undo some connections. These connections here go to the coin mechanism and tilt mechanisms. Connection here that goes to the chimes. One connection goes to the knocker. And then we've got our power. There's the cables that go to the head, and they need to be removed. There's two large screws here that basically hold this whole logic board into the cabinet. And then we should be able to lift the logic board out. It's heaviest near the transformer. Here's the logic board. This is the cable set that goes to the head. Here again, you've got a closer shot of all the relays associated with this logic board, the motor cam contact assembly. Got some step-up units here. They'll strip all the wiring out. I'm going to try to keep the same color codes and wires. We'll have the same connector types. So everything will basically plug into the electromechanical machine as this board did. In a project like this, you'll become very good friends with the schematic. I was able to acquire this fairly clean schematic online. You'll want to get as much documentation as you can, and you'll want to document the board, cables, and pins as much as you can. I was not able to acquire a point-to-point wiring diagram for this pinball machine. One probably does exist, but not available. What I needed to do was document where all the pins for the connectors and the cables go. On the left are the sockets in the back of the logic board. I documented what function the socket point was associated with, where in the schematic, and the wire color code that is connected to that socket. On the right is the cable, again documenting the function, where in the schematic I can find this particular function, and the wiring color code. In the next video, we'll talk about schematics, inputs and outputs to the logic board. We'll also talk about timing and the motor cam mechanism. Let me know if you like this video, and please subscribe if you'd like to be notified with future videos on this pinball conversion. Enjoy.